It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Coming up next.
On a warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis back with you. And Charles, for years, a trip to Foxborough quite often led to a loss for opposing teams. But the Patriots have been, in essence, a 500 team since the departure of TB12 3 years ago.
And things have switched because they are a defense-led team, and that's what's kept them in most games. Their key, can they get more explosive on offense and truly establish who their QB1 is?
But meanwhile, for the Eagles, the big question, how would they improve their squad in 2023 and make another run at a Super Bowl title? Well, they took a few hits in free agency, but by most accounts, really hit a home run during April's draft. You were there. What did you make of it?
It was almost a night beyond their wildest dreams. Perhaps the best player in the draft somehow fell to 9, where the Eagles traded up to get him. And a terrific pass rusher they got at 30. Wonderful draft, extra pieces for a Super Bowl contender.
Well, the kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes and MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. He's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any lanes, but the best part for him, he got second and down, back up.
The line of scrimmage once again get the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Smith to throw. Touchdown. And the Eagles will take the lead in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives the touchdown lead before they take the extra point. What a great way to end half.
And a great job to put themselves in front and now. See on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling like we want to preserve this final moments of the second quarter. And that's the score, 7-0. The drive separated 10-5 plays. And it is capped by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
It was a much rockier season for Jones in his 2nd year, and he even had to survive a brief challenge to his starting job. This is a big campaign for the former Rookie of the Year runner-up. He wants to get back to Pro Bowl form in this one.
Now Jones. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A handoff left, Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up into this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Jones. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They go play action with Hurts. Well, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Stevenson gets it again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Jones, first throw of overtime here to Henry. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Jones. And that will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Gotta punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Now 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. This 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And it is incomplete here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. The Eagles send out their punter now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third and 5. Here's Jones. That is caught, and he is out of bounds with the 1st down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got Henry at 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Come on, baby, rock and roll. This is where you step up, right here, baby. Be perfect.
3rd and 4.
Split them here on this drive.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Let's get some roll.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end. But that kick puts the exclamation mark on it. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get